Hello people of the internet, this is Dan here from DansTube.TV, and today we're checking out a quirky little quadcopter from Banggood.com. This is called the Hubsan FPV X4. This little quadcopter is a 4-channel, 6-axis, remote-controlled quadcopter, and it is $177.87 from Banggood.com. I will have the link in the description below to this specific product, plus a link to Banggood.com to check out all of their other really awesome products. Firstly, I would like to mention the design of this quadcopter. You can tell that a lot of love has gone into this quadcopter. It's quite a durable little quadcopter. I think it has quite a futuristic design to it, and it honestly looks badass in my opinion. It's also a very simple setup process. The greatest feature from this Hubsan quadcopter would be how precise it is, and how simplistic it is to fly in the air. This is a micro quadcopter, and it is at the lower end of the scale for quadcopters. This is a great starting point for all of you remote control enthusiasts out there. It's very simple to set up, like I said, and it is very precise. It is a 4-channel, 6-axis remote control quadcopter. It does have quite precise movements, so I recommend flying this over grass or over a carpet or something. You want to be very careful for your first flight because it is quite precise and it's an odd feeling getting into flying a quadcopter for the first time. For me personally, I've only ever flown one other micro quadcopter, and then I also got to fly the Quattro X, which is a bit more of a premium quadcopter. With the micro quadcopters, normally you don't have too much precision, but with this Hubsan quadcopter, I noticed myself really jumping into the controls and getting used to it quite easily. I feel that the ease of use with this quadcopter was also aided by the controller that you get for this quadcopter here. It has a great display on it, which actually displays everything that the quadcopter is seeing from its small little camera on the front. Now I want to mention the camera here. I've got some footage that's going to come up that isn't fantastic. Now you're not going to be buying this camera for the footage. It isn't going to be something that you're going to use in your film or in your future projects, but I think the main purpose of the camera is to really enhance the flying experience because you actually have a screen on the controller to ensure that you're flying in the right direction. It also ensures that you're not going to lose the quadcopter. It helps with orientation so you know which way you're flying, and the camera just enhances the experience, the overall flying experience. They are quoting that the antenna has 100+ meters of range. Now it's exposed at the bottom of the quadcopter, so it means that you're going to get quite a decent reception. I didn't experience really any interference at all. Maybe from the video you'll see small cuts, that could just be from my mobile phone being in my pocket, or it could be from all of the different towers around my house. It could be anything. Interference could be anywhere, so I guess you're going to get that in one of these lower end models, but overall the interference wasn't drastic. I definitely didn't have any issues between the remote control and the quadcopter. That was 100% precise and worked perfectly fine. The quadcopter also has some bright LEDs, just so you know where the quadcopter is. They offer a protection cover, which I highly recommend because this is quite a delicate little quadcopter and it's very easy to break, so definitely put the protective cover on, and that will just ensure that any bumps and knocks will not interfere with the motors, and hopefully your little quadcopter will last for many years to come. It also has rubber feet on the bottom, so it's beautiful when it comes to landing. Quite a gentle little landing process. The size of this little majestic quadcopter is also amazing. It's insanely small and it packs such a punch. This was a really fun review to do. I really enjoy flying quadcopters, and it's great to see where technology is coming. This is tiny and it really does pack a punch for all of you consumers out there who really don't have too much money but would like to experience a quadcopter for the first time. I would definitely recommend checking out a cheaper one first. Don't chuck all of your money into a higher end quadcopter. Get used to the controls and get used to how things fly and, you know, how everything works before you actually get into the airspace and screw around with an expensive quadcopter and potentially lose it. I also noticed that charging the quadcopter was very simplistic. It was quite a quick charging process. One thing to mention though is the remote control chews through the batteries because it has that super bright display on the front there, so it seems to chew through your batteries, so make sure you have a few spares lying around. Overall, this is a must-buy for your first micro quadcopter. So much fun, and I really enjoyed doing this review like I mentioned, so please make sure to let me know what you think in the comments comments below. If you do pick up one of the Hubsan FPV X4s, then also let me know in the comments below. I would love to know how your experience is going. Check out banggood.com for some really awesome sales, and they do have the Hubsan FPV over there, so check the link in the description below. But that's it, people of the internet. I love you all. Thank you for watching DansTube.TV. Please make sure to show this video some love, hit that like button up, make sure to have a fantastic day. I will be thinking about all of you, and peace out.